Welcome to Network Marketing Pro. My name is Eric Worre, and today I want to talk to you about the power of assumption. What happens when we assume? And I think people, when they first get involved in network marketing, they use this power to not to their benefit. They use it to their detriment. Here's what I mean by that. Too many times people assume negative. They assume something bad is going to happen. They assume they're going to be rejected. They assume that people aren't going to join. They assume that people are going to be too busy. They assume that people don't have enough money. They assume that people already have a job that they love. They assume that people are living the life of their dreams. They assume all of these different things. And the majority of the time, those assumptions are wrong. And here's what happens when you assume those types of things. You start to project those things. When you assume somebody doesn't have the time, you're going to start projecting in little ways the fact that, oh, you probably don't have a lot of time. I know you're busy. Can we just find a little time to be able to get together? Could you squeeze this business into your busy schedule? You start to assume and project those assumptions into the conversation. And that projection is not healthy when you use this in a negative term. Now, here's the other side of the coin. And here's what the leaders inside of network marketing and in entrepreneurship in general do. They assume success. They assume radical success. They assume people are going to find the money. They assume people are going to find the time. They assume that people are probably not happy with their current situation, that they're not making enough cash flow, that they're not working at the job of their dreams, that they're not living up to their true purpose. They assume all of those things. They assume people are going to want to engage with their product. They assume that people are going to want to start their own business. They assume people are going to be impressed with their opportunity, with their company. They assume that people will find the time and find the way to get to the company convention. They assume all of those things and more. And with that assumption, they start to project those things, and they project those results. See, if you assume on the negative, you project the negative, and that starts to come back at you. Your assumption proves real. But if you assume on the positive, you will start to project into that positive in 1,000 little ways that you can't even measure. And the return of that assumption to the positive is going to give you the results that you and the person you're talking to are looking for. So assumption and projection are very powerful things. Make sure that you're avoiding engaging in the negative assumption and projection, and you are leaning in to engaging in the positive assumption and projection. That's what leaders do. That's our show for today. Hope you got value. Ladies and gentlemen, my wish for all of you is that you decide to become a network marketing professional, that you decide to go pro, because it is a stone cold fact that we do have a better way. Now let's go tell the world. Everybody have an amazing day. See you tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye. Hey, my name is Eric Worre, and if you're involved in the network marketing profession, I want to invite you to come to the Network Marketing Pro YouTube channel. Every week, we put out content on how you can become a network marketing professional. We have tips, ideas, strategies, interviews with million-dollar earners in the profession, interviews with global icons like Tony Robbins or Sir Richard Branson, lots of different things that we provide. They're absolutely free. Do yourself a favor, click on the link, subscribe to the YouTube channel, tell your friends to do the same, and I can't wait to see you there.